Hello, Dr. Wang is here. In this video, I'm going to do a review for your midterm exam. On Canvas, I have already made an announcement. It is actually right here. On this message, I just tell you what you need to do to prepare for the exam. So basically, your exam will be scheduled on the 16th, which is a Saturday, and you should expect receiving that at noon, and you will have 24 hours to finish the exam. So it's a take-home exam. It's open book. You get all the resources you need. And one thing that is very important that you cannot work with others, so you have to work by yourself. I know some of you prefer to work on the assignment and Excel projects together with another person. That is okay. But for your exam, collaboration with the other students is strictly forbidden. And you're gonna submit your homework, or submit your test through the Canvas electronically. And there are several ways for me to compare the submissions of the different students and see if they have collaborated with each other. Okay, so there's some techniques I can employ to detect the collaborating behaviors. If I find some, that will be solid evidence against you. So the bottom line is work on the test by yourself. All right. For the topics, your exam will cover chapter 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. These chapters were already covered in the modules, the most important things you should study is the PowerPoint files. And also there are some questions, some exercises in the PowerPoint file, and also some documents of exercises in chapter 5. You need to go over one more time. For one exercise of chapter 5, it is very similar to your assignment number 1. That exercise was on the video lecture. If you did not do very well in the first assignment, then you need to go over that lecture and see all those questions, in particular on the topic of effective rate, car loans, mortgage, and financing credit card bills. All right, that kind of questions you should expect it to see again in your midterm exam. All right, and for your second assignment, although I did not put it due before the test, but you should be able to finish question 1 and question 2. And those questions, those type of questions should appear again in your midterm exam. All right, talking about that assignment, you will see it's right. Sorry, it's actually second assignment. It's right here. Okay, so if I click on it, so that's the one I'm talking about. So for question 2, it's not that hard. It is very similar to the Excel project, and most of the people did pretty well. If you didn't get the full score, probably somewhere you missed during the replication process. Again, for all Excel projects, you have my video to follow. Okay, just don't act on your own. Just follow my videos. And this question is similar to the Excel project, so you should have no problem solving that one out. And I want to mention a little bit about this question, number 1, which is about bond valuation. And if you are trying to solve for a bond valuation, it asks about the price you would be willing to pay, and also asks for yield to maturity, which is the market rate for the bond. You may get confused because you have 2 rates and 2 prices here. So if you are solving for bond, okay, let me just put it right here. If you're solving for bond, so something is fixed. The number of periods for bond is fixed, which is n, and also the payment is fixed, and your future value is fixed. All right. So what is not fixed is the interest rate and the price, which is a price value in your calculation. All right. And one setting is asking you to get your own price. So this is your price based on the provided information and payment present value, and you also have 11%, which is your rate. Okay, and be careful. You need to incorporate to the information of frequency. So this could be divided by 2. Okay, this 11% could be divided by 2. All right, and if it is for the market in the next question right here. The yield to maturity basically is asking you to solve for what is the market rate, aka yield to maturity. All right, and then based on it should be based on the market price, not your price. All right, you see, market price is corresponding to market rate. Your price is corresponding to your rate. All right, so just don't mess up. All right, so for the rest of the exam, um, you also need to go over the Excels. You don't have to know all the calculator techniques because you have access to Excel in your computer. And if you have done successfully all those Excel projects, so you could save a lot of time to finish the test questions. And also in terms of the format of the exam, I would say 35% to 40% would be multiple choice questions. Within these multiple choice questions, there could be some numerical solving, could be conceptual analytical problems, and the rest would be completely numerical solving. I'm talking about the rest, 65% of your grade would be completely computational. And there could be 5-point to 10-point essay questions regarding to certain topics, which I think is pretty easy for you with the open book opportunity. All right, so if you have any questions, just don't hesitate to ask me, and I wish you good luck.